Morning. Day 13 of an orbit abroad. Another early start. And we're off to Ho Chi Minh. Oh, so tired.
Hello.
Where are we? What are we doing?
We are in Ho Chi Minh City,
Slash?
previously known as Saigon,
Saigon.
hence Saigon beer, which we don't like, but that's okay. Yeah, Ho Chi Minh, quick history lesson for everyone out there. Ho Chi Minh
One for me as well,
was, I believe, some kind of leader of Vietnam.
Yeah.
Not too long ago, I don't think.
No. Well, he's on all the money, isn't he?
Yeah, and I believe Saigon was really. What are you laughing at?
Worst history lesson.
Why is it? I didn't know this
Go on,
until I came here.
I don't know where you learnt this from. I think you'll get. Anyway, carry on.
No, I can't.
Right, carry on.
And anyway, they renamed the city of Saigon after him. But I think a lot of people still. You know, we were discussing this the other day.
Yeah.
And we were saying, you know, if somebody renamed London to, as you suggested, Boris Johnson.
Yeah, well, I didn't
or Rishi
suggest it.
Sunak.
I'd rather that didn't happen.
Yeah, so some people still call it Saigon, some people call it Ho Chi Minh. You know, potato, potato, tomato, tomato.
Right, the question I asked was, what are we doing?
I'm a bit tired.
Yeah, I've not got much sleep either.
No, we didn't get a whole lot of sleep with an early flight. So what are we doing? Well, we're bloody walking millions of miles this afternoon, which is not really what we need, but it's what we're doing. So we've got about 6 or 7 stops.
Oh.
And then tomorrow we're going to the Cu Chi Tunnels.
Cu Chi Tunnels. Butter, if I must. Slightly busier, isn't it, than Hoi An?
Yeah, I'm waiting for the green man.
Right, would you like to describe what I'm looking at here?
You're looking at an apartment. Oh my god, that was incredibly close, my god.
Try again.
You're looking at an apartment block, and every apartment, it looks like more or less every apartment, is a different cafe or restaurant or bar.
Wow. What a great idea.
Thank you to TikTok for the recommendation. TikTok. In which year was the only World Cup final to feature the hosts against the reigning champions?
Oh, wow.
It's a really good question.
Hosts against the reigning champions.
It's a bit of a Daryl, but...
In which year? I am going to go 2002. France, Brazil. 1998, France, Brazil.
Yeah.
Sorry, yeah. Oh, that's not bad though. I had the right game.
I'm surprised that's the one that you got really quickly.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a thinker.
All of these beers are Danish in here, apart from this one. Huda Huda! And it's Vietnamese. So,
Senna.
Frost.
Don't mind that. It's
I think that tastes...
pretty light and refreshing.
Yeah. I think that tastes like a European beer.
It does actually, yeah, I completely agree with that.
And I'm going to say, in that
Got a bit of
case...
San Miguel about it.
Yeah, and that's San Miguel. I'm going to go 8.8.
Yeah.
2 lucky 8s. Brilliant.
I'm going to go 8.6.
Nice. Well, cheers to that and cheers to Sadio Mane.
Do you want a tough one?
Yeah, give me a tough one.
Okay. Who last weekend matched Alan Shearer's record for being the highest or joint highest Premier League scorer for 2 different clubs?
Last week, genuinely last weekend?
Yes, because these questions were posted yesterday.
Okay. For 2, the joint highest scorer for 2 clubs. 2 different clubs. 2 Premier League clubs.
Yeah, highest or joint highest, yeah.
That's a good one.
It is a good one.
I'm Chris Wood.
Yes.
Oh, get in.
Yeah.
That's a great pull.
Yeah. Which two clubs?
Forest and Leicester.
Sorry?
I would say Forest and Leicester.
No.
All right.
I mean, yeah, it was Chris Wood, but...
I'll leave it at Chris Wood. Well, who did he play for?
Well, Vardy plays for Leicester. It's not Leicester, is it?
Oh, but play for Burnley?
Yeah.
Burnley aren't in the Premier League now.
No, but he's still their record Premier League
They're
scorer.
both in the Prem. Right, fair enough.
Who is the only current Everton player to have scored in both the Goodison and Anfield derby?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think it's Calvert-Lewin, so I'm going to go for Michael Keane.
Great shout.
Yes!
That's a great shout.
Get in.
Very good shout.
By the turns of the table, I'm giving Spencer the hardest one I know. There's only 4 players in history that have played in the Merseyside derby, the Manchester derby, and El Clasico.
And El Clasico.
Have I asked you this question?
No, I thought you were going through the Premier League derbies then. I don't know this one, no.
Oh, maybe I have texted you it.
No, I don't think so.
Oh.
I don't think so. Mike Owen.
Yeah.
Louis Saha.
No.
Oh. Can he pick Madrid?
Good. When he gets the 4th, I'll video it, and then he can read off all 4. Alternatively, it could be me telling him before we go to bed. Oh, we have an answer. We've got all 4 now.
I've got to remember them now.
Want to tell the viewers? I can't. Well,
And I got them all very quickly without any help as well.
in the order that you got them as well. You got more help for the second and for the 3rd and 4th one. Immediately was Michael Owen.
Immediately it was Michael Owen.
Followed by.
Then it was Mark Hughes.
Yeah.
And then it was Nicholas Anelka.
Yeah.
And we finished off with Steve McManaman.
Very good.
How do you feel like I did there?
Quite well actually. Not Hughes. That was the one that normally takes people ages.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Got a few clues, but
yeah, bit of help.
didn't take too long overall. Maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah. Ish.
Ish.
Where are we now, sir? Please.
We are at post office.
The post office. We don't have any post.
We're at the Saigon Grand Central Post Office, I believe.
Yeah, yeah.
Saigon Central.
Opened in
Post
1886.
Office. I just chucked a grand in there just because.
All right. I'm not sure why it's famous. Maybe
Pretty cool building.
we're about to find out. Gigantic plot.
By the way.
Referring back to Spen's history lesson earlier, that there is Mr. Ho Chi Minh.
That's Ho Chi Minh.
Ho Chi Minh is on all the dollars, on the dingo dollars. I don't know why I expected this to be famous. It's quite literally still a post office. I think people come in here and maybe write postcards. I don't know if that's what they're doing, or filling out forms for the DVLA or something like that.
Did you just say the DVLA?
Your last night, Mr. C.
Well, yeah, last proper night.
Last proper night, yeah. Well, you're going to spend tomorrow night in Hanoi Airport. Although at least Arsenal are on tomorrow, that is. We're on our way now for our. Look at that! What is that? Is it a little bar? Are you sure? Now?
What do you want to eat first?
No, let's get beer first.
Yeah.
And there we have it. We've stumbled here and we have the new favourite beer.
Huda.
Huda times 2.
In a glass.
Oh, I'll tell you what, it's a bloody cold glass.
This is also big marks up. This could be a big score, I reckon.
Oh, I think it could be a huge score.
Senna.
For us. Oh yes. Oh, that might just take it.
That could be above the LaRue.
I think that's taking it late on.
What did we score the LaRue?
I scored the LaRue at 9.2.
I think I said maybe high 8s.
I'm giving this one a 9.4.
I'm gonna give this a 9.3.
It's taken the championship on the last lap.
Very,
On the last lap. Incredibly drinkable. Oh my god, you're gonna burn your hand.
Oh, the broth's good.
Strong.
It's a strong colour.
I don't think it's a shock that on the last night he's gone for yet another wet meal. No, I know. Your insides must be like a water balloon. Looks very good though. Another Michelin star.
I was gonna say don't sit on me tonight, but that'd be
That's staying in. Day 14 of an oil fit abroad. Spencer's going home in 40 minutes, and we've just discovered that this is about a minute away from our hotel.
not even.
Not even a minute. Holy. So we're back at yesterday's bar. We've just returned. God, you look tired.
Right.
Yeah, we just returned from the Kuchi. Is that how you say it? Kuchi Tunnels tour. It was half a day. Spen was crawling around under the mud.
Yeah, it was very cool.
It was unbelievably cool. But I think this video is going to go before these things because we've got a few things to talk about.
Oh.
A little bit about Luna from Hoi An.
Oh.
Bit of a sad story. There's a bit of a sad ending to that little, what would you call it?
Friendship?
Yeah, a bit of a sad ending to that friendship. Maybe, would you say we were still friends after it? I think so. Maybe it depends.
Yeah.
And you can judge.
That's part of the conversation.
That will be part of the conversation. And what else are we going to talk about? Oh, that museum yesterday, and therefore, and leading on to the Kuchi Tunnels, right? Good. No. But before it all, we're back with more Huda. Although, oh, it is in the glass.
It is in the glass.
Oh, that does make it better, doesn't it?
We needed our best beer.
Yes.
For all of this.
I think final time until Melbourne.
Last couple of beers before Melbourne as well.
Yeah. Oh, I've fizzed it everywhere.
And yeah, you're spilling it. Anyway, Senna.
Frost. Kadoink. Right then.
I'm definitely going to get a Senna tattooed on me.
Are you?
Anyway, sorry.
Luna, what happened with Luna?
Yeah, so I came out, it was before we went for dinner, I think.
You might have to speak slightly louder.
It was before we went for dinner,
Yeah.
and I came down, I can't remember what you were doing, you were doing something, but I came down first. And I was just going to say bye to Luna because it would be the last time we'd see her. And she was sat out the front of a shop. And I was like, oh, I was just like, oh, Luna, we're going. And then she kind of just like waved me over to come and like sit down. She just looked very, I don't know, she just had a
very solemn look on her face.
Solemn look on her face, yeah. And I was like, oh, are you okay? Anyway, so she was like, oh, my younger brother's had a motorcycle accident, he's hit his head and he's gone to Da Nang Hospital and I need to go and see him, but I only have 300,000 dong.
Sorry, not the time. 300,000 dong in the bank account.
In the bank account,
Yeah.
And to get a grab there to Da Nang and back is probably going to be 600,000 or 700,000.
700,000, yeah.
So she was like, I don't want to do this, but I was wondering if you guys have any money you could give us. So I was immediately, well, I was just not expecting the conversation to go that way.
She also approached us in the bar about an hour before.
She did. She kind of came in and she was a bit weird.
She wasn't a normal
but didn't really say anything.
No, just walked back to the shop. But that's
Just
because
walked back to the
other staff members are around.
And that's what she was kind of kept saying is about not, she was asking us sort of out the front of her shop, kind of out of earshot of everybody, because if the other staff catch her, that she'll lose her job, sort of thing.
Yeah. So she essentially wanted us to pass her the money further down the road a little bit, or leave it somewhere and she can pick it up later. But she also kept saying like, oh, I really don't want you to do this. If you don't feel comfortable doing it, don't worry about it. So it's like, oh, you're playing with us here. I don't know. The thing that like bugs me a little bit is the fact that when I spoke to her that morning, I told her that we were leaving early the next morning. So tonight might be the last time we see her, which makes me think, oh.
There's that sort of
element of doubt
as to was she just using
a
bit
of extra pocket money.
Exactly, and because she knew that we had been you know, we'd been very friendly with her, and because we were leaving, and you know, those kind of things.
Yeah.
Or whether it was, I don't know.
She might have just thought we were soft asses and knew we'd do it. But I gave her 300,000, which is basically what I had in my wallet, and that equates to about £9.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day,
It's
if she's
not.
lying, if she lied and she just wanted a bit of pocket money, it's not that bad.
It's just
It'd just be annoying, yeah. It's a bit,
but
yeah.
it was more, it's more.
Actually, it's annoying because I don't hope her brother was in the hospital.
No, of course not.
Obviously, but then I'd rather she just didn't, she wasn't lying, so it's a bit of a
Yeah.
weird situation. Yeah.
Whether she was having us on or being serious,
And the thing is,
about
we'll
that.
never know.
we'll never know. But we're curious to
Get
know
everyone's
whether
opinion.
if everybody's basically going, nah, she's
You
mugged
bloody
off,"
idiots.
or
Maybe we get people replying to videos saying, "Oh my god, I've given her 300 dong on my last day as well."
yeah. Anyway, so that happened.
That's that. You can make up your mind. I enjoyed Luna's company while we were there.
Yeah, she was great.
The last bit was just a bit of orcs.
It was, yeah.
But anyway, I'm going to let the GoPro cool down because it's burning my hand. And then we'll talk about the music.
Today.
On today.
Yesterday.
You'll have noticed on yesterday's video that there was a bit of a forewarning. We went to the post office, not a lot happened, and then we went out for dinner, which was about a 6-hour time frame between those two things. And what actually happened in that period was we went into the War Remnants Museum, which was recommended to me by one of Mum's friends, but she'd already pre-warned us that it was going to be very sad, and the stuff in there was genuinely so sad. And I don't think I'd get affected by things like that almost ever, but it was so sad that we went back to the room and just pretty much lay there in silence for 2 hours. I had a bit of a chat about it, but then like, whoa, it was a bit grim. Do you want to sort of say why?
Well, I think the first thing is neither of us really had a whole lot of knowledge of the Vietnam War.
No.
To be honest with you.
I knew it had happened.
I
knew it involved Vietnam and America.
Correct, and that was really the extent of my knowledge, and I think your knowledge as well,
Yeah.
of what the Vietnam War was. So I was just kind of going into, well, I guess when we were back in Hanoi, the prison was in maybe very, very early stages
Yeah.
of it, because that
Yeah,
was
that
more
was more
towards the
French.
French,
Yeah.
which I think was the kind of very early stages,
Yeah.
perhaps. But well, what our guide today was saying about was Vietnam, were basically they had however many decades of that, then however many decades of America, and then they had Australia, and then they had Japan and whatever.
Yeah.
So they've basically been at war for
Forever.
so going into the War Remnants Museum yesterday, I was just kind of expecting, you know, you'd see.
Well, I think the outside of it was sort of like most museums that are like this, where
Yeah,
you go in and
it
it's
had
full of choppers, American
Exactly,
choppers and
yeah.
planes. You think, okay, it's just going to explain a few
And
things
I thought
about the
it'd just
war.
be a bit of that,
Yeah.
a few stories, you know, you'd get a few figures, it'd be interesting, and that would be sort of, you know, the end of it. And we probably by chance went into the most confronting room first,
Yeah, I think there's
which was the war crimes room,
yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah.
And
I mean, we should have known when we walked in, but
well, yeah, but it was just like,
so when we walked in, I saw people coming out of that room like this, and just like almost in shock. So I just was drawn to that room, I suppose.
yeah, and it
It was
nearly like that room. Really, like I was pretty close to like tears at points.
Oh.
Like it was, and which I think is brilliant from like the people that run the museum is they have absolutely zero filter.
Yeah,
like
show
they
exactly how it
are
was.
photos, like the most graphic photos you can imagine, with like full context of what
Yeah,
has
and
happened in
who
that
did it
photo.
often.
Exactly, you know, like naming and shaming individuals, but just like it was.
The stuff the Americans did to those
Oh my
literally
God, it
civilians
was
as well,
like-
1.5 million civilians, and just
It was
tortured
just
them and
barbaric.
Oh, God.
It was barbaric, and it was inhumane, and it was, you know, like just.
And I think the thing I said to you, it's like it's not too dissimilar from things I've seen before. Like, we obviously know about the Holocaust and Auschwitz, stuff like that, and I've been to Auschwitz and I've been to Hiroshima, but I think the difference was I knew all about those things, or at least enough going into those places.
That at all.
I didn't expect that at all yesterday. And I said to Spencer, if there was no English captions on these photos and you just saw the pictures, you'd be like, oh my, what were these people doing to each other? Because it was South versus the North. But then because every photo was had all the captions in English, and it was like this American, you know, squadron or whatever you call them, did this to these people. I've never seen Americans do that. I've never seen anything that shows what the Americans actually did, and you just don't. I just didn't expect it.
Like easily the most like confronting stuff I've ever seen in my life. Like as you were saying, you know, like for us back in school, we don't learn about the Vietnam War because we weren't involved in it.
Well, I spoke to Sophie, she only teaches it in year 12.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't do that.
We didn't do A-level history, so you know, like we learn about World War I, World War II, we learn a bit about the Cold War and whatever, but you start learning about that stuff from a young age as well. Yeah. So it's maybe at that age doesn't shock you as much as, you know, now. It was horrendous, and then we went into the room about Agent Orange.
Oh my god.
And you know,
again, never heard
again,
of it.
I mean, I was already pretty rattled from that first room, so, you know, like, that I probably didn't spend as long in that room because I was already just so like rattled.
They sort of just sprayed chemicals over the entirety of civilian life in North Vietnam, didn't they? And we went to obviously the tunnels today, and you couldn't leave the guides and wander off sort of into the woods because they said that there's still the danger that there's still some remaining, and they're still clearing it to this day, trying to get rid of all the chemical in the soil, and it just gave generations of people cancer and stuff like that, and it's, oh my god.
Like they were just trying to completely just wipe the whole of Vietnam existence from present and future history, you know, like
very grim, very grim.
So that was yesterday.
So that was why yesterday was a bit short, and yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a morbid topic to talk about, but if you come to Ho Chi Minh, you've got to do that sort of thing and understand it, and then that makes the things like the tunnels today a better experience, and therefore today was very, very good. Because if we'd have gone into that not knowing any of that, I don't think it would have meant anything.
Cool. It would have been good. Yeah. But you know, you just understand it and appreciate it that much more, you know, and even just like actually. Now, I guess today was more from like a tactical point of view rather than a kind of context of the war. But then, you know, part of the whole thing is how, as I say, how barbaric America were, and what our guide kept saying about is sort of the money side of things, you know, and America were basically just seemingly, you know, money was infinite, so they were just throwing as much and whatever, whereas the Vietnamese, obviously, the money was a huge issue for them, so they were having to think of really clever tactics, which is where the tunnels obviously comes in, and it was like, you know, ingenious stuff,
unbelievable stuff.
Even just like such a simple thing, but like the sandals that they wore, and they changed it, the sole of the shoe, so that the footprint was back to front, so as they were walking forwards and leaving footprints, it would appear as though they walked in the opposite direction.
And Americans essentially followed them the wrong way, right into the traps.
And run into the traps, and
it's very cool.
And just like so many little things, like how they would funnel the smoke out, and you know, the Americans would think where the smoke's coming out is where the kitchens and whatever were, but it was actually hundreds of meters away because of how they'd funneled it. And
just wicked, considering how
so many other little things, and
definitely worth it. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
But yes, I'll put in footage of. We had a lot of fun at the tunnels. Yeah. So to follow this very morbid chat is going to be us having a great deal of fun. Yeah. Spencer flying through a load of tunnels.
There was 2 tunnels we could go in. One of them was.
But bear in mind, these tunnels are only big enough for Vietnamese soldiers who are tiny.
Yeah. Tiny because they weren't eating a lot.
Yeah.
So they're not designed for people our size or bigger. So one of them was, I think, a little bit, they'd made it a little bit bigger, but it was 100 meters long.
But even then,
and when I say a little bit bigger,
only fit in that.
We
were crawling.
You're crawling. So that was the first one, which was the longest tunnel. So that was 100 meters, and then the second tunnel was an original tunnel. Yeah. It was 80 meters. It was a little bit shorter. Yeah. But it was tight, and that was like crawling the whole way. Yeah.
that was
It was ridiculous.
Yeah,
You'll see,
it was
it was
fun
very good.
night.
And obviously we did the shooting as well, and the shooting was to sort of show, in a way, I mean, the Vietnamese people had no money for bullets, so the best they could do was kill the Americans with one shot to steal the ammo they had. We obviously had a go with some of the guns they used, and oh my god, we were shocking. So to be that, you know, that well skilled and
they even priced the ammo for the firing range so that, like, to show you, to demonstrate how much money America were putting into the war.
yeah, they ripped us
You
off.
know, like, they essentially ripped us off a little bit. Well, that's what they were saying anyway.
We
but-
bought one mag of ammo for 55 quid
Yeah.
for context.
But that what they were saying was their logic was to sort of highlight how much
yeah,
the money factor was a part of the war as well, you know, and how much America were sort of dominating that and whatever.
but no, it was good, as you will see.
It was good. It was really good. Really well worth it. Like, as you say as well. Like, if you come here, you absolutely, like, that has to be a priority. You know,
100%.
both of them.
Exactly. So, enjoy the footage. Roll the tape.
Three arms up, hand and knees down, close the door, and when you get out, you have to do the same way. All right?
When I get out.
Get in and get out with the same way like that. Okay?
Where's it gone?
Yes. Awesome.
Not very white anymore.
Straight arms.
Huh?
Straight arms.
Oh, I'm not even sure I can.
You will. Go. Go on.
Oh, I can't get in.
You can.
I'm not sure.
You can.
Oh, no.
You can't get back out, but you can get in.
Tight, isn't it?
Use the bum shell, they use the bamboo stick. You know, they make the hook like this, you know. And we don't, someone say they put poison on here, but no, it's not really, because we don't have enough poison for that. Israeli shit a lot. In here, see the flat the bottom, they make the stick get stronger. Hook through the body as well. And this one they hook the people in the ribs and armpits. They're gonna get out from here. See that? Ribs and armpits. And this one, rolling track. So when someone falling down, it's rolling. The hook make a cut on the body. What happened in the night time? Furniture, prop, step down, get put the people like that. This one, many people lose the leg. Not kill them, but they ask them to let the legs. Stick at the bottom there, hook through the foot. And when you step on something, you get hurt, you will be the reaction. Oh, you move the leg up. But when you move the leg up, they stick on the top. They get hurt in the knees, in the middle of the legs. And they cannot try to take them off, you know. To save their life, the doctor has to cut the leg. When they go in, they kick up the door, try and bring it in, so they're using the shit to kill the people. But when they kick up the door, the trap falling down on the ceiling. Falling down, they hood them. And the trap has two different parts. Top one and one down. So when something cut to you very shortly, you have to use your hands or guns to stop them. And when you stop them, you only stop this one. And the second one in the bottom, they swing up.
Oh.
You see that? They not kill them, but they kill the next generation soldier. Yeah. No more happy ending. Good man. This gun you will. This gun you will too.
Which gun? AK-47.
AK, it's got to be the AK on it, I think. Give it a go.
You?
Me?
Yeah.
I try a lot.
You've done all of them?
What's your favourite?
It's very
Me?
loud.
Machine gun.
Machine gun.
Oh, exit to the right.
Can't carry off the stuff I've got. Right, let's get out of this exit because I'm struggling to walk. Oh.
No more.
Hello?
That's it.
Yeah, I'm gonna get Spencer coming out the other end. Where does it finish? Oh, it's tight down there. Jeez.
I think that's a good idea.
Welcome back.
I'm too big for that.
Were you on your knees? Yeah. Well done. I'll bail after 20 metres. This might be the last time we ever see Spencer. See ya. The tunnel that Spencer is currently in is 30% smaller than the one we all just went in. And you have to crawl on your belly at times. That's too much for me. I think it's this one or further? Further.
Yes.
Okay. I don't have the sack to do it, but he's going for it with one other Aussie bloke who's even bigger than him. So we'll see if he makes it out. I reckon it's 50-50. Whoa. Is this the exit? It's been 3 hours and no sign.
Go down, go down.
Is it this one?
Yes.
How did
Go
you get
down
out?
here.
I thought you were leading Spencer. Poor fella's on his own now.
Oh, are we going down?
Apparently so. Oh God, I'm not sure.
I bloody beat your hair, are you joking?
Well, you only just got here. Well done. Very impressive. How was it?
Oh, not too bad actually. It wasn't as bad as the other one.
Oh, hello. Sustained some injuries, have you? In there?
Oh,
Dear. I might be infected.
War veteran.
Yeah. That's going to get infected. Where did he go? How come he joined me at the exit? He was meant to guide you through.
Well, I go, I'm not going in on my own. He goes, no. I've got to take you. You're not allowed on your own. Get 5 metres in and he just scurries off on my own.
Rapid.
You wash your hands, your knees.
Right, Mr. R. Mr. R.
Yes?
Got a question for you.
Oh no. One.
What has been...
Frost.
Senna.
You have to do it.
I do. What has been your best moment from Vietnam?
God.
And you're not allowed to say me leaving tonight.
That's what's going to go. Hoi An was my favourite place. Maybe it's got to be kayaking, I'd say. Kayaking just, and I've been kayaking a lot before in a lot of nice places, but Halong Bay is ridiculous, isn't it? In terms of just, I don't think I've ever known anywhere that beautiful.
Yeah.
Have you?
I completely agree. I think the kayak. I think.
I'm sure there are places that are better, but
Yeah. Yeah.
not that I've been to anyway.
Yeah. I think specifically the kayaking. I think Halong Bay as a whole, but I think specifically the kayaking was
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
off the charts.
Worst part, walking into that hostel that we had the last night in Hoi An and thinking, what the fuck have we booked here? That was ropey.
In where?
The last hostel in Hanoi. Sorry, not Hoi An. Not Hoi An. Hoi An was perfect. Hanoi, the place that was near the 43p beers.
Yeah.
Wires hanging out the wall and all sorts. Yeah, that was rough.
Well, I had a bit of that yesterday though when we checked into this place.
Oh, it's not this place in that bad.
It's all right. It's all right. But when we first checked in,
Yeah, a bit rough.
it's
a bit of a rough street, innit?
It is.
Well, you just keep feeling ill. That doesn't
Yeah, I
help.
guess probably being a bit
ropey.
being a bit ill is not ideal, but it doesn't stop anything.
It's never stopped anything.
You can.
I'm gonna have my first 2 days in Thailand drinking nothing but water infused with kiwis and pomegranate seeds and whatever they do over there.
Yeah, and you're gonna get a big fat barley belly.
Oh yeah. Maybe I won't do that then. Just McDonald's every day.
Oh, Macca's.
What about Macca's?
We had Macca's. We had Vietnamese Macca's last night.
Yeah. Shame you had basically no clothes on, otherwise I could insert the photo now. Maybe I can anyway.
I did have
insert
clothes
photo.
on. Just
Looks ropey, doesn't it?
just cover my nipples.
No, it's good. It was good. Korean something or other.
We had Korean barbecue.
McFlurry's
fried
taste the
chicken.
same if you're interested. Very nice.
And we had shaker chips, shaker fries.
They were cool.
They were cool. Yeah, so you got to go everywhere and sample the local cuisine.
I did in Doha.
You had Macca's in Doha,
Yeah.
so you need to have Macca's in Thailand.
But I had a Big Mac in Doha. But I
We
looked
need
what
to
they
have
had.
Macca's in Bali and Thailand,
Macca's.
and then we'll have it in Melbourne as well.
Melbourne, baby.
Say it properly.
Melbourne. Melbourne.
Better.
So throwback to the start of today's video. You're actually genuinely leaving in about 20 minutes time, aren't you?
Yeah, get a grab to the airport.
You're literally getting a grab to the airport. And we've been searching for places to drink here. Little did we know that it was so close to the hotel. We've been walking miles to find some beer as well.
Literally, and this was like 30 seconds. Literally every time we come out of our hotel,
We've gone the other way.
turn left.
Yeah.
We even started walking right. We probably
And
got
then-
halfway here at 50 meters the first time and turned back around the other way.
Oh my god. Outrageous. Well, enjoy your flight.
Yeah.
I'll see you later. Bye-bye.
10 days.
See you in 10 days. Quick getaway. Well, I feel sad about that already. So there's only one way to solve it. Frost.